I got to read about Gilgamesh and Enkidu.
Hold on. Oh yeah, I put my pork stuff. Alright, Walmart. So I need to get my, what? I need to get cat food too. Okay. So, hey! Man, that was like 2 hours on those. I'm sorry, dear. Thank you for being. I like that heart. It's on the side of the cross. My background check goes through first. Tell something. Look too busy today. They were pretty slow. She says they keep their labor at 30%. Over here for big cans, all they have, I'm gonna give turkey.
Turkey too? Okay.
The other one was chicken and...
He likes the Sheba. Try out these decadent white chocolate chunk macadamia.
$20 bill. I never have money.
You have to do it upside down.
Give me the change back. Just sees watch where he's going. Yeah, you're special without a lot of water.
Oh, okay, so we'll have to get changed back. Here's the receipt.
Thank you for shopping at Walmart.
Got the cookie. All right.
I'm not gonna really
And I get the cookie. The cookie. Hey, give me a kiss, Susie.
Yes, yes.
This is the macadamia, one of my favorites. Linda, do you want some cookie?
I'm fine.
Here's the cookie. Let's see, put this one right here. There we go. This one's a little bit better. There we go. Cookie. Go ahead and say it.
Lucky stripe, white circle.
Lucky strike,
White circle.
white circle.
Hi there. Ooh. May I get Lucky Stripe cigarettes, white circle? White circle?
One more time.
Lucky Stripe, white circle? Lucky Stripe, white circle? Not stripes, strike. Thank you. Ooh, 50 cents off today. Woo-hoo.
All right, we just did the first line of the movie for Lynn Driver. Lucky strike, white circles. Or Lucky Strike, white circle. At this 7-Eleven right here. Right off of 20 West, 20 East. This is Hewlin.
Lucky Stripe, white circle.
All right, I found a filming location for Lynn Driver. It's gonna be on the other side of this truck that's actually moving right here. It's gonna be a slow-mo shot. Linda smoked a cigarette coming out of 7-Eleven. It's scripted. They come down this way. This theater is known as originally. So I figured I'd do the filming locations as we do the movie too. Turn down that way. All right, so right here, right there by the 7.
Answer the question.
Yes, it's fine. Walk towards me. Good. This is also a location that I want to use for the projectionist for another feature that I want to work on. But we shot the sequence for Lynn Driver right there, 7-Eleven, right off Bryant Irving. The first interior we shot off of Hewlin. And then we went to Bryant Irving to shoot the exterior by this theater that I'm familiar with. And we shot the sequence right there. That 7-Eleven, Bryant Irving and Camp Bowie. Those were the exterior. Interior was shot in Hewlin. Filmed on Hewlin, right by the highway.
LcSbanD.
Good job, though. Very good.
Hello, kitty. How are you? Must be nice to sleep. I should bug you while you're sleeping. Hi. How are you? Still love you. I want you. Voiceover.
Go from the top.
I did.
Go from the top, though, the very beginning.
That's what it is. Lucky Strikes.
Go from the very top.
Okay. Lucky Strikes with the white circle. VO. Voiceover.
Very good. Now listen to me. Lucky Strikes, white circles. VO, voiceover. Okay. Let me finish it. Lucky Strikes, white circle.
Now with the white circle.
Allow it to happen. Listen. Shh.
Don't put your finger at me.
Allow it to happen. Lucky Strikes, white circles. VO, voiceover. You're saying that to all the billionaire filmmakers, all the millionaire filmmakers. You're letting them know VO, voiceover. You're letting them know that this is the voiceover that they did not come up with. It starts with Lucky Strike, white circles, VO, voiceover. Then they listen to the writer.
Then they listen.
Right.
Then they listen.
Very good. Very well. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. This is a sacred moment for the movie Lynn Driver. It's post-apocalyptic. Say apocalypse for me. Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Kitty is with you. He's in the shower. This is her third take for the voiceover. She did really, really good. Say apocalypse one more time.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Apocalypse. Very good. Now say after the apocalypse.
After the apocalypse.
Very good. All right. Now, I'll bring Kitty in for you in just a minute. She's looking for the script. She's going for the third take. There's Kitty.
Fourth.
Okay. Fourth take. So fourth take. Ready. And after the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Try it. Say it one time.
Can I just spell it out? Do sign language.
After the apocalypse. Can you say after the apocalypse?
No. Cut.
Okay, February 16, 4:38 p.m. And I got a little note for Lynn Driver. Well, we did 4 voiceover recordings for Lynn Driver for the opening, and we got to do the opening shot where she orders Lucky Strike's white circle. And yeah, everything went okay. When we did the voiceover, it sounded like Linda was saying after the Atropolis. And I was like, okay, that's another movie. It was actually after the apocalypse, so we had to get it on the 4th take or the 5th take, and she finally hit the word apocalypse because I told her apocalypse, and then she was able to get it eventually. So we got it on, I think, the 4th or 5th take. So I'll be sending that up tonight. I don't want to talk a whole lot about Lynn Driver. I just kind of want to present it. But what I'm going to try to do today is just get mostly the drops. That way I have enough, room and mental energy to send you up the first section of Lynn Driver. So we'll see what happens. And we're at February 16, 2023 and 169771. All right, so we're going for a 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, maybe 6, doubt 7. So probably we'll have to see. Hopefully, maybe 5. I've got to. Sorry about that. I got to sneeze. This was at Fuzzy Tacos. If you want nowadays, you can watch all the Martin Scorsese movies you want. You can watch any of the great filmmakers, Francis Ford Coppola, John Ford, all day long if you want. You can also turn it on YouTube and find a guy walking around Walt Disney World with either his family or his friends, and he might be taking a bite of a churro or a hot dog and talk about t-shirts and take you on an adventure, and that'll affect the way we make films. In the 60s, there was a thing called the Vietnam War, which was broadcast on the only source of television, which was the news at that time. They didn't have YouTube, they didn't have online, they didn't have social media. They only had the television that said, this is what you can watch, and we're going to broadcast this Vietnam War and watch our soldiers fall and be carried onto helicopters to possibly maybe go to surgery to save one of their limbs or save their lives. It was very violent. We're also going to watch John F. Kennedy get shot in the head in Dallas over and over again in Dealey Plaza. And it started seeping into cinema. So I think I have to take my hat off people like Adam the Woo and Jordan the Lion, those types of bloggers that say it's okay to watch good things. You don't have to watch gangsters kill people. Although, you can go to the donut operator and probably see some of that. I'm going to do a shot of the American flag. I think growing up, I was disillusioned with thinking that I had to write the next Goodfellas script. And I never really attempted to. Or the next Taxi Driver. But it certainly affected me. And then whenever I started watching vloggers, I started realizing that there's a lot of good things in life other than people getting shot and killed. And they've been saying this for a long time, but we still have grown up in similar aspects. That's what I was trying to say, is that now you have more of a choice on what you want to watch. Some people put their trust in Disney. It's not a bad choice. There's Disney Plus, and some people put their trust in YouTube because they're supposed to dish out halfway decent stuff. And if you watch a post-apocalyptic movie on YouTube, it might be different than if you watch it coming out of Castle Rock or Apple TV. And I have nothing against Apple TV. Okay, I see. I have nothing against Apple TV at all. I have nothing against any of it, really. But I know that now you have a choice when you get on the TV, which is basically like getting online. And if you want to watch a vlogger or if you want to watch Apple TV, you know, you have the choice. Of course, some of you have to pay for to a certain extent. You can't really waste time. You can only spend time. So now you have more of a choice, which is a good thing. I have to admit, overall, I guess I'm trying to say I'm a born-again Christian, but it's hard because that costs in today's society to a certain extent. You don't have to pay for it, but according to the good book, you can be persecuted because of confusion, or because people just like to do that, or because maybe people are on the wrong side. I guess there's different formats and different ways of telling a story. But I have no problem now just telling you every once in a while, or whenever I can, that there is a God. His name is Jesus Christ, and he is for real. So there'll be a time when we'll have to answer. And even I'll have to ask for forgiveness, because none of us are here in a perfect stance. No one of us is perfect. So we all make mistakes. And if we know that, then there will be a better place. We will create a better place if we know that there are mistakes that you can forgive, and you are forgiven. And you're already purchased. So the only thing you owe, ultimately, is love. We owe a bunch of love. And if you want, you can give it to Jesus, and he'll show you certain ways to do that. It's right off Bryant Irving 820. I gave him $1. And a few of those will get him into a place tonight if he gets enough. Someone could hand him a 20 or a 50, and then he could use that for tonight, because it is going to get to 32 degrees. And that can be hard too. We all have good intentions. And me coming out of the actor studio, I think the good intentions was, well, I'm going to be like the older ones. I'm going to be like Brando. I'm going to be like De Niro. I'm going to be like Scorsese. I'm going to be like the ones that taught me. I don't think they expect that. I don't think they expect that. They really want you to be how you are in your heart. And I do look up to Jesus Christ. I do look up to him as a guidance to all this. We don't know how to make movies, but he does. And God knows how to do all of this. So we go to him for answers, and he guides us. And that's how we serve him. Supposedly the Volvo is supposed to last a lifetime, is what I've heard. That and the Mercedes. Sad thing about all this and everything I'm talking, I have to be honest. I mean, I'm going to go out and get an Apple TV device and an Apple card, and I'm going to watch Killers of the Flower Moon. So I think it's an important work. Even though I know Scorsese's never going to stray from the violence and all the things that he does. He's an important filmmaker for a certain reason. I may not know all the reasons behind it. But, like I said, a lot of people are going to go out and watch Killers of the Flower Moon, because it's about the slaying of Native American people in Oklahoma over money or oil, over property. It's an important subject. So I'm glad that he's approaching that, and he's going to release that. But a lot of people are going to watch important subjects. So I'm not dissing on it. But in the same instance, there's nothing wrong with the vloggers either. It's just those are two different worlds. One is a person having fun with his friends, and the other one is a person creating this cathedral of a story. I use the word cathedral now because I think the Protestant creates homes and like buildings, and I think another side of it, I was say Catholic and stuff, they do build cathedrals, but there's Protestants that built cathedrals too. What I'm trying to say is that it's real fancy, you know. What they do is super fancy. It's super fancy, and it can take all day just to get a few seconds of a shot. Probably not as hard as it used to be, but it can be difficult. What they do is difficult. But anyway, I just think some filmmakers create cathedrals, and then some filmmakers create buildings, and some create homes. You know, it's different kind of stuff.